last time our next guest joined us, he had a true meeting of the minds with Billy Brownless.
You're saying that Stonehenge,
Yeah.
the greatest monolith in the history,
No bloody monolith.
the biggest disappointment, whatever.
Mate, there's nothing there. It's just boring.
It's a henge.
What's
What
a
do you mean
henge?
there's nothing there? Did you get out in the wrong field?
Please welcome comedy legend Ross Noble.
Yes.
It was about this time last year, Ross, that you came in. And it is close to the most spoken about interview
Is
that
that
we've
correct?
done in that whole time.
Wow.
Because people cannot believe what Bill threw at you.
It was good. I've completely forgot about that. And in fact, annoyingly, at home, I actually brought. I'm an idiot.
You
I
are.
got this, and I thank you. Pot. Have you met the kettle? That's lovely to introduce you. I found a leaflet. I
Yes.
found a leaflet for you, and I was going to drop it in. I completely forgot. There's a leaflet a guy has built. I might have talked about this, but I've got the leaflet in Western Australia. A guy has built a replica of Stonehenge. Out there,
How boring.
and I was gonna
bring it in.
I was gonna give him your details
Because
so that
last
he could
time
go
also,
over.
well, how we got to that, Jim, of course, you're talking about some stupid bloody
Well,
sidecar motorbike race
It's the
in
TT
the Isle of
races
Man.
in the Isle of Man. Well, let's, for the millions of listeners, let's just recap for about 20 seconds on exactly how Bill derailed what was a great discussion between Ross and myself about the famous TT races.
Best
Got
thing
stone
ever.
walls next to these roads, and they're doing like 250 k's.
It's
Not Stonehenge, is it?
Stonehenge.
No,
mate,
no, it's a
You're
totally
thinking
different
of
part of England.
international Druid drag
Isn't that
racing.
a waste of time?
That's what you're
Isn't that the biggest waste of shit I've ever seen?
What Stonehenge?
Stonehenge.
So, do you see what I'm working with?
How do you do it?
We've gone from the TT races to suddenly talking about Stonehenge.
We'll get back to the races, no problem at all. You know what this is like for you every day? It's like being in a nursing home.
Exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. So,
There
Ross,
we go. I'd forgotten about that. And now I'm back. I'm back in the moment.
the amount of people that come up to me and go, did Ross Noble, like, what was the look on his face when Bill mentioned Stonehenge? And I said, it was just disbelief.
No, it's great. I like it.
Yes.
I think the right, okay, Machu Picchu.
A good artist.
And before, yeah, nice, yeah. It's not a Pokemon. Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
You know the popular South American temple there. What's your thoughts on that? Do you know what I speak of? The Machu Picchu? Are you
where the
familiar
monks
with
go?
it? Where the monks go.
Yeah.
That's a monkery, isn't it? You've made a monkery of me, sir.
I haven't been there. Haven't been there.
And you have to climb up the steps and stuff.
No.
Would you thumbs up to that or thumbs down? What would you?
I haven't been yet, but I've
Right.
been to Stonehenge.
Oh,
It
I
wasn't
see,
great.
right, okay.
I've been to the MCG. See, that's a magnificent building.
Yes.
100
Machu Picchu to the MC.
100-year-old.
It's easier. It's more accessible.
Well, it is.
I'll give you that.
Don't
Yeah.
have to climb too many stairs.
Yeah.
So what are you up to, Roscoe? 'Cause
Oh,
it's
yes,
great to have you
okay.
back. Jibber Jabber Jamboree.
Jibber Jabber Jamboree starts, here in Melbourne. I'm here for a full month. Me doing stand-up at the Arts Centre. It's easy to find. Look for the big pointy thing
Yeah,
in the sky,
see that.
and then just move towards the bottom of
And
it.
you're there. And you're still doing your little gigs where you just go
Me
on
little-
stage
me
and you're
li-
not ready for
me
anything. You
little
just,
gigs.
well, big
Me
gigs,
little-
sorry.
You're doing your little shows, are
Little
you?
shows, little
Doing your
wee
little
shows.
eh? Yeah, going on, making people laugh,
And get
having
heckled.
fun. Have a chat to people in the audience, see what happens.
Yeah.
Not so much heckling. We don't want people turning up being disruptive, but yeah, you have a little bit of a chat, see who's in, that sort of thing.
Do you reckon you should have been born in the 1500s? Like, you look like medieval
You know
type.
what? It's funny you should say that because if you look at people often send me on the social media, people often send me pictures
Yes.
of historical pictures, and if you look at artwork and if you look at the sort of line drawings, that sort of thing, I look like every historical figure
You do.
who ever lived. Stick a hat on me, I've got a touch of the Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes,
Guy
there we go.
Fawkes, yeah. So I've got a bit of Charles. Was Charles II?
Third, wasn't it? You look like.
Charles III.
No.
Yeah.
David? No, it's a
What,
bit bigger.
of David and Goliath. The statue of David. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Because you look like a court jester back in the day. Yeah, or
This is what I
something
love
naughty.
about coming in. just the assessment. I look like a court jester.
Yeah. Or
yes.
you'd be running around doing something in the villages
In
and
the
being naughty.
You're seeing I'm the village idiot.
You're the village idiot.
I like it. I see where you were heading to.
But he doesn't know where he's headed himself.
No.
I'm on a tangent like he gets on.
It helps. It does help to have a certain jester-like quality.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not guaranteeing a hat with bells, you know.
But I can see you in that, or doing all that stuff.
You never know. If
Do you reckon you were and you've come back or not?
I mean, look, if there is such a thing as previous lives,
Yeah.
it would be a thing. But that's what's the word I'm looking for? Bullshit.
You don't
There's a
agree?
woman the other day. I was in Adelaide, and I was in the park, and this woman came up, and she was doing like readings, you know. And she's coming up, and she said, "Oh, I've got the." It was late at night as well. She was like, "Oh, would anyone like a reading? I'll tell you all about the mystic world and all the rest of it." And one of the people I was with went, "Oh, can you tell me if I'll have relationship things and all the rest of it?" And I went, "Could you tell me with the tarot cards?" She went, "I'll tell you everything." I went, "Could you tell me whether I'm going to make it to the pizza shop before it closes tonight?" And she went, "Well, I can't do that with the cards." No, well, it's the future, isn't it? You're telling me the future. And she just went, "Do you just want to know when the pizza shop closes?" I went, "Yeah, but I can't be bothered Googling, you know." She got very angry. Like I was mocking the craft of the tarot. And you just go, well, if you're good, you should be able to,
know that.
do simple Google-based activities.
Did you make it?
I didn't in the end.
Oh.
No.
Just
But,
stay with a couple more pots.
She drew the hanged man.
Oh.
Yeah. And she went, "That doesn't mean you're going to die. It means you're not going to get your pizza."
Well, she was right.
She was very right.
Now, you've just done a month of the Fringe in
Yes.
Adelaide, and
Yep.
then you've got your show starting tonight at the Arts Centre.
That's right.
So how much time did you have off between?
Had about, I don't know, four or 5 days.
And
or
that
something
was
like
just
that.
total letdown? Were you able to just do nothing?
No, I came back and we'd been moving house, and my wife had been doing a lot of work, shifting stuff, and I got back and I was literally hit the ground running. Right, put that picture up, build a shelf, do all
Really?
that, bang, bang, bang. Yeah, it's good. So I.
Are you a handyman?
No,
No.
no, I didn't say it was effective. You know?
It
And
is
now
hard to hang a picture.
There's. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Have you seen those? Have you seen those ones where you push it in? You can just push it into the plaster.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even have to bang it. You just push it in and then bang like that. It's done. And then you just run out of the room as quickly as possible and just hope that you don't hear a smash.
Because it'll smash, yes,
And
exactly.
you've got a spirit level on your phone.
Oh,
So you can make sure it's hung square.
Unbelievable.
I know.
isn't it?
Well, that-
Spirit level on the phone. What
Wow.
a time to be alive. that's what I
Hey,
see.
speaking of Adelaide, I
Yes.
saw that you have got into running,
Yes.
which is nuts because I spent 16 years of my life in the Adelaide Hills, or much
Yes.
of that time. Beautiful part of the world, by the way.
Lovely,
So where
wonderful.
you went running, Cleland Trail, and also my Ponga, where I lived, was right in amongst all of that.
My
Would you,
Pongo.
sorry, we just say, my Ponga is a place. He's
Yeah.
not saying I was running around
No.
his. I was nowhere near his Ponga. It's not like. It's,
No, that's one of the trails in the hills.
Yeah,
It's not called the hills for nothing.
yeah,
It
yeah,
is very
yeah.
up and down.
Very much so, yeah. So what I did was I sort of like I always run. Like I get really fat and I keep running, and people just sort of like people come out of their houses and just go, "How is that possible? What is going on there?" And so I was running through the hills, and I thought. It was, like my Ponga, I don't know, it was like 19 kilometre up and down the hills and stuff. And I thought, bang that out, did it, no problem at all. And I got a real taste for it. And I went, I want to do another one. Wow. So I looked online, I went, so it's half marathon trail runs. And this is, it's proper hills, isn't it? So I went, that'll do. And I turn up, right? You know how, like, normally, like, those runs, it's sort of like a family fun, vibe to it. You'll have some people maybe
Fun run.
doing it. Yeah, people will be doing it for charity or whatever, people dressed up, that sort of thing. Anyway, this one, because it was late at night, I was in a hotel, I hadn't realised what I'd entered was one of the rounds of the South Australian Trail Running Championship. I turned up, and it was literally, they had all the gear, like all the bottles all strapped to them, and then these weird sort of like, like long gloves and things to stop the snakes getting you and all that sort of stuff.
And their watches.
And they're all the gear, and they're like all, like they've been sort of like Mowgli, like they've been living in the jungle. And I just turned up.
Which
and I just
look like you've
and I
been
ju-
living in the jungle.
I mean, I have got a certain jungle look about me. And I just went, these people are taking it very seriously. And then, yeah, sure enough, and they went bang, and the gun went off, and they literally went.
Bang.
And there was like, I was just thinking, please, somebody get injured. So it was just me and the injured people. Like,
You don't look like a runner.
None taken.
What?
None taken.
None taken.
A guy said that to me,
Yeah,
actually.
you don't actually.
There was a
physique. Don't look like a runner. How do
It's
you run?
happened again. I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind hen shaming. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you can insult the national monuments all you like, but you've got a bit close to the. No, you know, funny enough, that's yeah.
You don't. And what?
Yeah, but you know what? You don't look like a man who should be in showbiz.
That's true.
It's all cyclical. Do you know what I mean?
Cyclical.
Or anywhere near technology.
What
And
do
yet
you have
here you
active
are.
wear?
I don't have active wear.
Or just wearing footy shorts and
I have a wicking top.
a Wickham top.
No, a wicking.
Oh,
Wicking.
who's that?
There's a
Active wear stuff.
It's no wicking. See, this is. I can tell when you were last at an elite level.
Yes.
I'm guessing that the world of wicking tops hadn't come in.
No.
Are you literally thinking I'm seeing wicker tops?
Well, I don't
You
know
like
what you're saying. to be
Inside a
honest.
wicker man, you just get a big wicker man. Bring him on the footy field. Yeah, wicking.
Wank.
Wicking.
Oh, wicking. Oh, right.
Wicking.
I'll have a look it up.
Google it.
I'll
It's a
Google
thing.
it.
So you wear like it's so you can sweat.
Yes.
So you can sweat, but then the sweat goes through the top.
Oh.
You should get one for Friday night.
When I work
get a
on here.
pizza, get on the couch.
I still
few
can't
beers
find it.
in you, just sweat it out. You won't even notice.
We take a break. Hose?
Just wicking.
Wicking, never heard
you
of
know,
I know the fabric that actually
There you go. I
don't know
ejects
what he's
sweat.
It's
out of
breathable.
Yeah.
A breathable.
breathable fabric. There you go.
They are that part of the world. I say, having lived there, your mates with the snake gear. That's necessary.
Yeah.
The worst snakes on the planet live in the Adelaide.
Is that
Hills.
right?
Yeah.
What they
Taipans, king browns,
Do they?
tigers. Oh yeah, it's the
Never.
epicenter of snakes in this country.
never a taipan.
Well,
Really?
absolutely.
In the Adelaide Hills? Oh my
You're never
God.
going there again.
I tell you what, it would have speeded me up a bit.
Hey, tell me about the show, Jibber Jabber Jamboree.
Yes.
What people and the shows will be sold out. Your shows are always incredibly successful. What is the slant?
There's no slant to it. It's just whatever. It'll be me talking about my my inner demons of body image, having been shamed.
I'm not a runner.
Don't look like a runner. Don't look like a man who can walk 5 meters without getting out of breath. We've come full circle with the pot kettle. He's telling me I don't look like a runner. Unbelievable.
Honestly, if
you look like a man, no disrespect,
Yeah.
but you look like a man who would be pushed off a wall and put together by all the king's horses and all the king's men.
So Humpty, you're saying I'm Humpty.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, old Humpty Dumpty.
I don't mind.
And none taken, by the way.
Oh,
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. Yes, it's me talking a load of old nonsense.
Spontaneous stuff.
And I will be defending fat men in henges
Good.
every night.
Don't talk about that running crap. I'll
And-
give that a miss.
You love your motor racing. Does the Grand Prix
Oh,
get your
yes.
attention?
You know what? I like the motorbikes. The Grand Prix is it's fun, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, right.
It's sort of the thing I like about the motorbikes is the fact that they're sort of they're kind of on it. They're not in it, you know. And it's when it goes wrong, you actually see the bodies flying down the road, you know.
yeah.
But it's I've just not something I've ever really got into. But they did tell me, is this right? That the G-force of the, like the what you call it, the
front wing,
the
the
aerodynamics, yeah. Apparently, the cars going at the speed that they're going at, the downward force, if they were to do it on a roof, would stick them to the
Seriously.
roof.
So they could drive upside down.
Apparently.
Wow.
So all I'm
Who
saying
told
is,
you that?
it's just a bloke in a pub. He seemed like he knew what he was on about. You know what I mean? He had
And
quite
you
a-
listened to that
this-
crap.
No, I was watching a thing. It was something about aerodynamics. It was some sort of documentary or something. And I'm sure that's the fact.
Yep.
Look, you're a couple of lads who have got connections, right?
Talk to him.
Find out.
Can we? Well, not just find out. Can we get the tunnel?
Yep.
Can we get the car? I'll put myself forward.
You drive it upside
I'll
down
drive
through
it
the Burnley Tunnel.
Upside down.
So
through
what's
the
he saying?
Burnley Tunnel.
It'll stick to the roof.
Yeah, because the aerodynamics of the downforces are so
Yeah.
extraordinarily strong,
The other
you could
way.
drive it upside down.
I love the fact you had to look at him and say, "What's he saying?" It's like a translator.
If I go and watch you tonight at the Art Centre, I'm going to take Jim and say,
Yeah.
what did he say,
What's
Jim?
he saying? I don't understand. The only trouble with the Burnley Tunnel, don't they have they've got the signs that
Yeah.
sit with it hanging from the
So
roof.
you would just keep
So
running
you'd have
into
to,
them.
You'd have to
You
go
would.
around them.
You would.
Yeah.
And those
so,
grids.
No,
As we let you go, 21st tour.
wow.
That is actually
yeah,
extraordinary.
yeah. 21st, solo stand-up
That's,
tour.
that's a lot of money.
That's one way of looking at it. I mean, I look at it purely from an artistic point of view, but I always find it's best not to walk on stage, look at the audience, and say ka-ching.
It says 80, 80. Thank you.
Hose, where do people get their tickets to this fantastic show?
Go online to artscentermelbourne.com.au. It starts tonight, ends April 23 at the Arts Centre Melbourne, Jibber Jabber Jamboree.
Ross, always a pleasure.
It is it's genuinely always a pleasure to come in. And the next time I return, I will bring a list of world monuments.
Good.
Yes.
For your
That
appraisal.
we should go and visit.
Yes.
Not Stonehenge. Good on you, Nopes.
Say,